Guess they don't really want me on the video now, do they? They're not going to stop me. You're going to find that those masks and stuff that fall away, that they have been riding the fence. They have had a foot in both worlds, if you will. And love them through it. Forgive them, sweet ones. And really allow yourselves to stay in your peaceful heart. They won't shut me up. They're going to try, but they won't. I'm too powerful for them. Because I've claimed my power. Trust me. They exposed themselves to me today. So, stay in your heart, sweet ones. Allow this separation of worlds to take place. Allow this separation to take place. And know, all your answers are within. I encourage you, sweethearts, do go in your heart for any validation. I encourage you, for those of you who follow people, to observe, to step back and observe, because you will see they will reveal themselves to you. You will find that those that have claimed to be of the light, you will find that they continue to judge. They continue to command light workers and everything else. They continue to put you in a space of waiting. Waiting on money, waiting on this, waiting on that. There is no waiting, sweet ones. It is all here. It is all right now. And it is all found within your hearts. It is not found within your mind. It is most important for you to think with your heart. It is the only way you will be able to discern, sweet ones. And they will try everything and anything to keep you convinced that you live in a 3D reality. That you live in a 3D physical world that must be, that's how should I say this? That money is your savior. Money is not your savior, sweet ones. Your heart is your savior. And as these continue to fall off from riding the fence, don't get mad and don't get angry. Stay in gratitude for the experience that they provided you, because they did you a service. They taught you discernment. And if you allow yourselves to observe, you will find that you're going to come out of the experience, even though you may be hurt and you may be angry. That's normal. Forgive them and be grateful, because they too play a role. And they have played a huge role for humanity, good, bad, and indifferent. We are not here to judge, but they will expose themselves to each of you. And I really encourage you, sweethearts, to really feel into everything and everyone. You are being asked to step into your power. You're being asked to claim that power. And as long as you continue to go to other people for answers, going for clarity on an answer that you've been given is different. But going to people and asking for direct answers that you can find within your heart, I encourage you to go within your hearts and seek those answers first. I encourage you also, sweet ones. There is no greater moment than this moment right now to validate absolutely. Let me repeat that. Absolutely. Everything within your heart. Because you're going to have a lot come across your path that is going to convince you that you are wrong. They're going to convince you that you decoded your spirit wrong, you heard your spirit wrong. And as these timelines and these worlds continue to separate, you're going to have them grasp, because they don't want to let go, sweet ones. They don't want to let that control go. And as the 5D grid that has, for lack of a better way, trying to be invaded, if you will, is cleared once again. They will attempt to convince you they are of the light. It's helpful to understand, sweet ones, there is no difference between light and dark. There's one condensed and one is expanded. And that's why I encourage you to love them through it, regardless if they fall away, regardless if they expose themselves, because they are. And forgive them. They know not what they do, because they too have been retrapped. Yes, some of them know what they do, and yet they do not know what they do. Love them through it and love yourself through it. Forgive them, forgive yourself, sweet ones. That is the purpose of this. Remember, this is an experiment. It was an experiment, and it is an experiment. And it is these that are being revealed. The masks and the disguises are being taken off. It is in this moment that we have all been waiting for. And again, let me repeat, they have played a role, sweet ones. And in that role, they have shown you discernment. They have taught you discernment. They have taught you to recognize if you observe. And if you observe, they have taught you to continue to look outside of yourself and to seek outside of yourself. You have to let go of the old, sweet ones. You have to empty your cup. It is not the RV that is going to save you or save humanity. Money is the root of all evil, and it is only when you change the energy of money and how it is used and you bless it that you can 0 point it and you can neutralize it back to 0 point and bring harmony to the energy that has been attached to it. And along with money comes abundance. And you see, sweet ones, it has been attached that money is the root of all evil, but money is attached to the energy of abundance. Abundance is a positive energy. Money is a negative energy. And so it is most necessary, sweet ones, to neutralize and to bless, whether it is money, whether it is gold, whether it is silver, whether it is coins, whether it is bonds, whatever it may be. Bless it and surround it in light and change the energy of it. Because you see, sweet ones, it does not matter how much money, zam, dinar, dong, whatever label you want to give it. It does not matter the currency. It does not matter those that hold the currency that is supposed to bathe humanity. Their hearts too were weighed against a feather at this eclipse. And that too is being exposed. You will find, sweet ones, from this day forward, a lot of people are going to be short-circuiting. You're going to find that these light-encoded filaments that has bathed this planet from this total solar eclipse and reset and reboot, that the energies are too intense for those who have chosen not to awaken, and for those who have played the role of riding the fence, trying to entrap you again. And you're going to find more physical death is going to be presented. And sweet ones, I really encourage you to love yourself through it and to love each other through it. This is nothing new. We've been talking about it. Your spirits have been showing you. And this is where you have to unite and stand as one. Because you will come up against them. You will come up against experiences that is going to test your faith and your trust to the very core of your being. Am I saying this to put fear in you? No, I'm not. Not at all. I'm saying this to give you the courage and the strength and the energy behind it to stand as the pillars of light, the pillars of peace, and the pillars of love that you are. And this is going to be the start of your greatest mission. The start of the glory of all that you are. This is the start of a rebuilding. And we all know when you start from scratch, when you start over with nothing, that it takes hard work to rebuild. And we know when we start over from nothing and from scratch, that you can get weary and that you can get overwhelmed and you can start questioning yourself. Don't question yourself, sweet ones. Stay within your hearts. Let me see what I missed here. How you doing, Tabby, Vanessa, Phoenix, Jax, Patricia, Rose? Big hugs and blessings, sweet ones. Let me see what you have here. Brenda, one wishes to control, one wishes to set free. That's right. Everything is a polarity, sweet ones. And again, they play a role, sweet ones. Don't get mad. You can get happy the same way you get mad. You can get happy. Find the magic in it. Find the light in every situation. Remember, there is no light and dark. There is no longer any duality, separation, polarity, unless you allow it to be. Observe, sweet ones. Observe your words. Observe your emotions. Observe your thoughts. And I would really, really, really encourage you. For those of you who engage in alcohol, you are going to find that alcohol is going to help you short circuit if you continue to ingest it. These energies cannot support it. And again, please go within and validate anything and everything I say. And anything and everything you read, you hear, you watch. Observe those that you interact with. Truly observe those who you interact with. Let me see what is being said here. Jack says if you want to go to 5D, then you need to let go of the old. It doesn't matter what it looks like. If you hang on to into the old ways, you will not be going. Trust us when we say there are great cunning actors out there. Absolutely there are. And they play a role, sweet ones. They do. Be grateful for that. Because they have helped you claim your power. They have helped you step into your power. Even though, again, they have put out a lot of truth, but they have put out a lot of untruth. And it was for your benefit to see if you were going to step in your power and claim what your spirit has told you, or if you are going to be easily manipulated by them. And there are many, especially the star seeds. They are coming after the star seeds. Convincing, not the light workers, the star seeds. Convincing the star seeds that they have to activate them, that they have to reprogram, they have to help bring them acclimated down to the physical plane. Again, sweet ones, they're very powerful beings. And again, go within. Don't listen to anybody outside of you. Validate. There are many, especially those in Dinar land, in Zimbabwe land, or whatever they call it, Zimlandia. They're going back and forth riding the fence. And they're exposing themselves. Many of them have been intercepted, and they are not aware that they have been intercepted. So please, sweet ones, stay in your hearts. Stay in the peace. And be the calm in the eye of the storm. Let's see. Prepare. You don't need to prepare. There is no preparations. You just need to stay in your heart. You need to validate everything through your heart, sweet ones. You need to think with your heart and shut this down. This is the old AI. You need to shut it down. And the only way to shut it down and reprogram it is right here in your hearts. Yes, you can come up against a lot. Linda and I have encountered an onslaught of those that are lashing out, so we understand and stand in unity with you to anchor and be the pillar of light. Absolutely. And you're going to find they're going to come at you and they're going to project at you. I dealt with it all day yesterday, and I've dealt with it half the morning this morning. And it's all right. Shield yourselves up and return to sender. I mean, remember, I've been telling you guys, people are going to start seeing their character and they're not going to like it. So be it. Bless them anyways. Love them through it. Remember, they're seeing themselves. Oh, thank you, Heather. You are a precious gift, beloved. You each are precious gifts. You each are. Tabby says, I find the happiness, but I tend to attract negative energies to exhaust my happy spirit, if that makes sense. Tabby, honey, it's a lesson to see if you're going to stand in your power. If you are going to stand in your truth and you are just going to look at them and say, I bless you, but I'm not participating in it. You just need to go away. See ya. Bye-bye. Let it go. Release it in love. Return it to the Creator. Tony claimed. There you go. And then that's the thing. Sweet ones, I miss you too, Makey. Big hugs and blessings, sweet ones. And that's the thing. You're going to find that they will come at you just to see if you're going to fall back into that trap. And they're going to come at you with a great amount of knowledge, sweet ones. And you're going to think that they have been guided to you by the Creator. You're going to think that they have been guided to you by your spirit. And that they have information for you. So again, I encourage you, if you think you have been guided to somebody, observe your interactions. Observe their words, because words are powerful, and words are a spell. They are a promise you make to yourself. And just like what happened with that Michelle last night, if you are not in an observational mode, if you are not within your heart, it don't matter if I say or anybody else says black, they're going to tell you it's pink, red, pink, purple, blue, yellow, green. And they are very convincing. That is where you have to validate. And the only way you're going to know the truth, sweet ones, is right here. Because I can tell you this. Spirit will never in any way, shape, or form come at you with a negative message. When you're in meditation, whatever it may be, Spirit will never come with you with a negative message. Spirit will show you. Spirit will do it through messages such as symbols, such as signs, such as energies, such as feelings. But Spirit is never going to sit there and tell you, oh, that's not your truth, that's not correct. That comes from the ego. And when you can really, Spirit does not judge, sweet ones. It is only mankind that judges. There is no judgment day because you live judgment day every day when anyone who crosses your path, if they trigger you, if they don't, in every given moment you experience your own judgment day. And so, really observe, sweet ones, observe thyself in your feelings, whether you're triggered or not triggered. Observe your energetic feelings. Observe when you come across somebody. You're going to find whether it's somebody that's been in your presence for a couple years or most of your journeys or whatever it may be. Because you can only fake it for so long, sweet ones. And the truth will reveal itself. And that's what this total solar eclipse did. It separated the worlds. And even those that you thought were of the highest benevolence and light in the spiritual community, you're going to find that some of them were disguised. And you're going to find now that it's going to be exposed. That they were faking it till they made it. And they didn't make it. Because there is no more riding the fence. It is all love. It is only the perception of this simulation that puts it into light and dark. Remember, the only darkness that exists, sweet ones, regardless of what the physical outside world presents to you, whether you think it's the Cabal, Illuminati, whatever it is, it's energetic, cellular memories in your DNA. And the only dark exists is in your heart, in your condensed heart. Because even the darkness is light. It's just condensed. And it is through your love and your light that you shine on the darkness, that expands the darkness back and returns it back to light. Not condensed light. So allow it to come to light, sweet ones. Allow them to fall away with grace through yourself. They won't fall away gracefully, but you will. You'll allow them if you choose to. So don't engage. Really observe what's going on. Observe your surroundings. Not just the bigger picture, but the little things. Observe each other, the other's words, their actions. Observe if they follow through on what they are speaking. Observe if they're telling you something, if they can back it up. Observe, they may tell you something one day and a couple days later they're sending you a link or they're changing their mind about something and they're deliberately trying to confuse you. Again, they play a role. It's okay that they're trying to confuse you because they're giving you an opportunity to stay in your power, to stand in your truth, and to know your truth. Now, there is a difference between knowing your truth and projecting it out and saying, and twisting another's words and misinterpreting it, saying that they're trying to dissuade you from your truth. Observe, because you will see the difference. What's upsetting you today, beautiful Monique? I'm observing and it's upsetting me today. It is when, honey, in that observation, if you're getting upset, breathe into it, beautiful, and see why you're getting upset. Because again, it's anything that triggers an emotion in you right now. There's a difference between an emotion that comes here and an emotion that comes here. Because the emotions that come here are going to be loving, even if it has to be a harsh truth, an unpopular truth, if you will. Emmy says, or they say something, they are not as the say spiritual thing. Emmy, I'm not quite sure what you're trying to say there. Just what you're saying, others lost actions. And sweet ones, you're going to find when you stand in your truth. And remember, truth is as fluid as the frequency you hold. And the same goes for them. But when you stand in your truth, and you can say, well, I appreciate you telling me this, and I understand that it's your spirit saying this, but my spirit is telling me something different. And just let it go. Don't have to debate with it. Don't have to nothing. And you're going to find they're not going to debate with you. They're just going to sit there and they're just going to just keep in different underlying ways trying to convince you. It's those subtle things that you need to watch, sweet ones. It's those Because that's where they're going to reveal themselves to you. Is those subtle things and those subtle use of words. And their subtle actions. And if you want to really know how to catch them, ask them to stare into your eyes for 5 minutes, because I can guarantee you they cannot do it. They may be able to do it for a minute, maybe a minute and a half, maybe 2, and then they're going to say that's enough. Because they cannot look into your eyes without exposing themselves. And once they look into your eyes for anything more than 15 seconds, and when they finally look away, you're going to find that they, in their own way, will start short-circuiting, because they cannot look into the depths of the eyes of the soul without exposing themselves to themselves. And that short-circuits the AI programming. It's pain. Okay, wait a sec. It's painful from my heart. It is, Monique, but that's where you really got to step into that, beautiful, and you really got to feel into that pain. And I go through it too. You know, I mean, your heart cannot be broken, but for lack of a better way of putting it, for the human aspect, it really feels like our heart is really hurting watching our loved ones, watching our friends in the spiritual community spiral, watching them knowing that they are being manipulated, and you've tried to share that with them and they don't want to hear it. And that's okay. Love them through it. Each are on their own soul's journey, and we honor that, and we hold space, and we love them through it. Emmy, some people say spiritual things, but they are in the 3D. Yes, I don't judge. There's a difference between connecting to the divine and embodying the divine, sweet ones. And you're really going to find those that just allow themselves to connect to the divine rather than embody the divine. They too shall fall away. Marlene, some of these people truly believe their way is the right way. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's really helpful to understand, sweet ones, just as we did before we awakened, before we started our journeys. You could not convince any of us. Not a one. You could not convince us to change the belief that we held within. Because that's how our AI has been programmed. That is how our motherboards in our minds has been manipulated. We may see that they have been manipulated, but you cannot convince them. You're not going to be able to see them, because to them, it is the truth. They fully believe, and we've all been there, sweet ones, until we started our journeys and started to awaken. And then slowly, the more you go within, and the more you go within, and the more you go within, deeper clarity comes and truth is revealed. And that's okay. That's why we don't want to judge you. We just want to love them through it, and it's okay. Any who suggested to look outside of myself put up red flags, and you will find, sweet ones, your spirit will show you the red flags. Your spirit, if you observe your vessel, you come across somebody that is not being transparent. I'm not going to say deceiving. I'm going to use the word transparent here. Transparent with you. You're going to feel, sometimes maybe like a sharp stab in the back. Maybe, you've been activated up here, and a yes answer here and a no answer here. You want to know the truth of anything, you can stand there and you can do this. Put your hands together like this in a link. Stand up straight or sit up straight and take a couple deep breaths and center yourself, and then you ask, and this is how you test it, sweet ones. If you're a female or a male, I mean, you're going to know. So go like this. A yes answer, you will not be able to break the chain. A no answer, it'll come right apart. So ask yourself to test this. Am I a dog? Am I a male? Am I a female? It don't matter how hard you pull it, it will not come apart. And that is a good tool for you to use if you are not sure of something. If you're connected like I am to my spirit in every given moment, I do not have to go into meditation. You will come to that space if you are not. But you can ask, Spirit, show me yes or no. Yes, no. You will feel it. You know, like I said, sometimes you're going to feel, you come up on somebody in energy, you know, maybe tingles, or something just doesn't feel right. That's where you need to observe your vessels, because your vessels, kind of like, have you ever had a dog? The calmest dog in the world, and out of the blue, you have a friend or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or somebody brings their friend over, and all of a sudden your dog is acting out of character, barking, biting, whatever it may be. That's because dogs have that sense, and they're showing you, this person is not for your highest good, get them out of this area. That's why dogs freak out on certain people like that. Your vessel is the same way. It's a spacesuit, and it will alert you if you communicate to it and become its best friend. It will communicate to you. If the more you observe, the more you will understand the warning signals that your vessel is giving you, or the go-ahead signals that your vessel is giving you. And this is part of your mastery, sweethearts. Because the more light you go, the more you understand that you are not your vessel. It is a spacesuit. It is a tool to assist you. And it's your armor, and your armor is going to tell you, this ain't right. This is okay. This is right. Yep, you need to go this direction instead of that direction. And if you're not sure, I just gave you a tool to use. And who suggested to look outside of my... Oh, I read that already. Monique says that's exactly what I've been saying today. I can't see them holding eye contact with me anymore. Sadly. God damn. Haha, thank you. You're welcome, beautiful. It's like a game for them, so hurtful. It's only hurtful, Tony, if you allow it to be hurtful. If it's hurtful, they're showing you something within yourself you need to neutralize, harmonize through love, and release it. Beautiful. Monique says, yes, I understand that. Separate journeys. Lauren Wilson, listen, I'm not sure who that is. I love you, sweet ones. It's all one, isn't it? It is all one, honey. Yes. Makey, it is all one. But people play roles for us to show us where we are not in unity. We are already oneness. But it shows us where we are not unified within. Because remember, anything else out here is a tool showing you where you are standing in your power, where you are giving your power away, where you are standing in your truth, or you're accepting another's truth. And, you know, and that is the greatest thing you can do, is observe thyself. Monique, very wonderful you are. You all are wonderful, sweet ones. You're beautiful. If you could only truly see how beautiful you truly are. Marlene, awakening, truly an aha moment. It hits you and you truly see the huge picture. And you're really going to start seeing, sweet ones. You're going to come into a lot more aha moments. And the more magic you can find And the more centered you can allow yourselves to stay, the more graceful and gentle, this next intense period of this roller coaster will be. And as we go through, going through, the worlds have separated, and now it's just a matter of literally jumping off the boat. And it don't matter if you can't take all your belongings off that boat. It's okay. Because if you can't take them, you don't need them. Just go on to the new earth, the new 5D grid. Anchor into it through your heart, through your soul, through your spirit. And you will find that the bridge you just chose to cross, rather than walk back and forth across, will now burn, and there's no going back once you fully release the past. There will be no turning back. And that really is what this transitioning period is right now. Because up until this point, you kept going back and forth between 5D and 3D, 5D and 3D. You kept walking across the bridge, and then you'd go back across the bridge. And now you are taking your final walk across that bridge, and you're allowing the bridge to the old world to be burned, to disintegrate, to disappear. And that's what you want. You no longer want the option of riding the fence or going back between two worlds. You have to make a decision, not only within, but without, in every given moment that you are experiencing. You have to make a decision of what world you want to be in. And your actions, your words, your thoughts, your energy, your reactions are going to determine whether you cross that bridge back to the old and burn it to where you can't go back to the new, or you stay in the new and you burn the bridge to the old. In every given moment, you are being given a choice right now. And that's the beauty of this moment, even though it seems sometimes otherwise. Lorraine, I have had pain in my left arm from just below my shoulder to the middle of the arm. Again, you guys are being upgraded, sweet ones. You're being upgraded. I get tingles, a lot of validation. And that's it. When you hear something from outside of yourself, like from me, there's many times you guys are saying, ooh, I get tingles or I got goosebumps on that. That's validation. That's your spirit validating for you what is being said is truth. And that, when you can identify those tingles, when you can identify, that warmth feeling, or that feeling like a liquid warmth is running through you, or whatever it may be, that's your spirit validating what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're participating in. Whatever it is validation for you. Now, by the same token, if you have a negative, for lack of a better description here, a negative thought pop into your head, whether you're taking a walk and you just, you feel something and this thought pops in your head that doesn't feel very good, or that you start looking around feeling like you have to be alert. It's those subtle ways that your spirit communicates and your vessel communicates. And the more you can observe those feelings, those energies that pop up in your body, whether it's a warmth, whether it's cold, whether it's a tingle, whether it's a numbness, a sharp pain in the back, whatever it may be, that is your vessel and your spirit giving you messages. And the more you can communicate with your vessel, and if you're not sure what it is, spirit, self, please give me clarity. Are you trying to red flag, point a red flag out to me? What does that feeling mean? And, there is a difference between that going on and, something being triggered. And that's where this is really a space for you to really help you step into your mastery, step into your knowing, and really pay attention to the minute, subtle details that's going on for you right now, because that will help you anchor in that truth, that knowing, that power that you are stepping up and you are truly, truly claiming right now, sweethearts. And it's a beautiful thing. Tony says my stomach turns. Now, Tony, that's a good thing, but understand this too. Part of the AI mind programming, remember, you're always told to follow that gut feeling. That gut feeling, if you will, sometimes is from this. So, again, I encourage you to really watch that. Because, you know, as this AI programming continues to be short-circuited and released, if you will, sometimes in the process, that gut feeling, because of all the recalibrations and the rewiring and the activations you guys are going through, you're going to find a lot of those gut feelings are going to be replaced with, again, those tingling sensations, those, your body, because your vessel is being upgraded and it is more sensitive. And a lot of those gut feelings were part of the AI programming. So, I encourage you to observe that, beautiful, and to make sure it's your spirit and not the AI programming, because that was a big part of the AI programming that we've been enslaved with. Always feel your gut. Your gut will never lead you wrong. Well, it's not your gut that will lead you wrong. Your heart will never lead you wrong. And so that's why I say observe that, sweetheart. Tammy asks, when you know someone is not being transparent with you, you should let them know that you know that they're not being truthful, or walk away from them. You know, there's no reason to sit there. You sit there and you tell them, no, that's not truth. Or you try to call them out or expose them. You're just stepping right into their energy. You know what? Just silently send them love. And just say, I appreciate, you know, whatever you want to do, but don't engage in it. You don't need to expose it. The truth will expose itself. You just need to stay that pillar of peace. You know, to be brave, you don't go looking for a fight to prove your bravery. You stay in peace. So you don't need to expose them, even though they're being transparent to you, sweethearts. You just stay in your heart. You just be grateful for the experience. You bless it. You don't even have to say a word. You can just look at them and smile. Just kind of, okay. And just let them talk. You don't have to necessarily engage in exposing them. You know your truth. That's all that matters. If that's their truth, let it be their truth. Bless it and send them love bombs, you know? And just go on your way. And for some of you, your stomach churning is truth. You know, I'm just saying observe it, because that was part of the AI programming. And as you're being upgraded, sweet ones, yes, that too has been upgraded, and that is a tool for you. But learn what was part of the AI programming, stomach, gut feeling, and what is the energies that have been recalibrated to show you, if you will. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Throat tightens, absolutely, Vanessa. Yes, it does. My two thumbs getting electric shocks from solar eclipse. That's that's part of activating the etheric crystals in your palms right here, sweet ones. That's, you know, that can be used to clean your aura. You can once you activate, you can sweep your auras. You know, that's a healing thing for you. You can do healing with that, heal insects, heal yourself with that. And those are being activated through this solar eclipse, if you will. I love you guys too. I'm very, very grateful for you. I really, truly am. Shirley, what are you saying here? When will this testing decrease? Oh my God, observed, and then wham, I look at whomever is there verbally attacking. Gee, see you later, you will catch up. And that's it. You know, Shirley, you're going to have people project at you. You're going to have people try bullying you. You're going to have people trying to attack you. Just do like I did. No, you don't bark at me. I'm doing something now. Go on. And you're going to see where, you know, like I did with Michelle last night. Which, by the way, she did apologize profusely this morning. She had a little bit too much wine, and that's why I say, Watch your alcohol intake. It'll start short-circuiting you. And like I did with her last night, stop and breathe. Center yourself. And I just kept telling her that, and I kept repeating that to her. And that's all I did. Observe yourself. Center yourself. Stop. I encourage you to breathe. You know, and I just kept repeating that to her. You know, because you come here, let's go outside. Come on. You come to a space, sweethearts, where you know they're short-circuiting. You know that they're starting to spiral. You know that it's coming. It's not their truth, because when they sit there and they start projecting at you like that, you know that whatever's going on, they're in a space of spiral. They're teetering, whatever it may be, and that's where you just hold space. You hold love. You hold, you know, and you don't react. You just sit there and say, you know, I really encourage you to breathe. You know, stop. You stop and observe what you're doing here. And just love them through it. Surely you ask when this testing will decrease, when your hearts are fully lighter than a feather. When you fully step into your power. When you fully claim, let me restate that. When you fully claim your power and step into your truth. And you will find, again, your truth. The higher in frequency you go, the more you release. Here, the truth will get deeper clarity for you. Deeper truth will come. Just like, you know, stop and smell the roses. You know, for every level of frequency you go to, there's deeper meaning that really comes to stop and smell the roses. And let's see, Jen, I haven't made the time to meditate as I need because I'm so busy. Is there a short one? Tammy, Linda, someone, I'm too busy. Well, Jen, it's like this. If you're too busy, all right, give me the right words here, please. Jen, I'm going to say it like this. It's a discipline. Yourself is the most important thing in all of creation as far as this physical plane. And if you're allowing the outside world to dictate to you that you're too busy to take the time to listen to your spirit, then you deserve whatever comes your way. Beautiful. And I mean that, and I say that with every speck of love in my being, because yourself is the most important thing in all of this simulation. And if you're too busy to connect to yourself, you deserve whatever comes your way. Simple as that. Because you, by being too busy to connect to your spirit, you are denying yourself, and you are denying the Creator, and you are allowing yourself to stay in the 3D world rather than choosing to awaken to the truth of all that you are. And I really hope you feel the love in my words when I say that. It's a choice in every given moment. But I have to make up for the time of year and current situation. I haven't even had time to think. It feels like, you know what? And this goes for everyone, sweet ones. It don't take but 15-20 minutes. You can meditate in the shower and connect to your spirit. You can connect in the bathtub while you're taking a shit on the toilet, for that matter. That's an excuse. When you sit there and say you're too busy, that's an excuse, because I can guarantee you, you spend a half hour on the phone talking to somebody, or texting somebody, or on Facebook. You spend time doing crazy stuff, or cruising, or this or that. There is time. You are never too busy. That is your ego trying to prevent you from connecting to yourself, trying to keep you trapped in the outside physical world, because you are allowing the outside physical world to dictate to you. And as long as you allow the outside world to dictate to you, you're allowing yourself to continue to be trapped. Simple as that. Forgive me, I'm the teller of unpopular truths. I don't mean it in a negative, mean way at all, Jen. I mean that from the depths of my spirit. Because if you do not put yourself and your spirit and connecting to your spirit first, then you're allowing yourself to be controlled by the outside influence. You know, you can, Jen, you can put on a guided meditation on your break from work and just stop. You can go outside and smoke a cigarette, if you smoke, I don't know, you know, and just for a couple minutes, just close your eyes and deep breathe. That still connects you to your spirit. It keeps you connected to your spirit. You know, you can allow yourself to get up 15 minutes early and just sit outside with Gaia and just breathe. It's not that you have to go into a deep meditation like, I mean, you can find the time, walking to the store, walking from your car to your house, deep breathe and allow yourself to connect. You know, that's the necessity. It's a discipline, sweet ones. It's a discipline. Phoenix, hair on my body stands on end. Julia, are you a medium? I am a multidimensional galactic divine being of light. Julie, that's what I am. I am a seer. I'm a seer beyond words of words and worlds of worlds. That's what I am. How you doing, Jamie? Big hugs and blessings, sweet ones. Lorraine, you have just answered. I've had my neck numb. I thank them. Beth, when you are releasing old stuff, it has to go back through your heart and head. This can cause crying pain as it is being released. And that's okay, because really, again, when you are triggered, you know, when this stuff comes up to be released, sweet ones, again, I ask you to, observe, detach your emotions of the adult you right now, because when this stuff comes up to be released, it's your inner child, liken it to throwing a tantrum, and it needs you, the adult, not to be emotional. It needs you to be strong. It needs you to be the parent to comfort it. Monique, my heart will lead you wrong. That's your AI programming. That's what you have been in, and all of humanity has been enslaved in. Your heart will never lead you wrong. Your mind will always lead you wrong. Your thoughts will always lead you wrong, unless they're thought through here. Your heart is your spirit. The light of the mother, the light of the father, the love of the mother, and that love comes through your heart. Your heart will never lead you wrong. That is a untruth straight up, and I encourage you to validate that within, beautiful. But your heart will never lead you wrong. You have been enslaved to believe that it will. You have been enslaved to believe that your heart breaks. You have been enslaved to believe that love hurts. And that is all untruth. Your head will lead you wrong, and every time. Jen says, how do you tap into physical energy throughout the day? Working 2 jobs and kids, and I have no time for myself. Can I meditate in motion for that? During your jobs, Jen, when you go into the bathroom, when you have to use the restroom, take an extra 2 minutes and just deep breathe. Close your eyes and allow yourself to deep breathe. But again, I encourage you, I get you have 2 jobs and kids. When you're spending time with your kids, set aside 15, 20 minutes after dinner, before dinner, whatever it may be. Before bed, if your children say prayers before bed, allow an extra 10, 15 minutes and teach your children to meditate with you. Teach your children pranic breathing. And the more you do that, not only does it stabilize your children, who are more likely more awakened than you are, it will help stabilize you, and it will also start a pattern, if you will, an energetic pattern being imprinted. And you can expand that meditation in motion. But Jen, again, you really got to have a discipline with it every single day, because you really need that, at least morning or night, that deep time to really deeply go into and connect to your spirit rather than just a few minutes here or there, because for those of you who are just awakening, and Jen, I know you have recently, it is crucial and necessary for you to really take that time and make that time to have that deep communion with your spirit, so you truly connect to it, and then have your meditation in motion the rest of the time, the rest of the day. And I'm sure if you actually observe in between your two jobs and your children, that you do have a time where you have wasted it, and you can make time for yourself, beautiful. When you allow you to be your priority rather than the outside world, you will come to find, when you make the time to connect to your spirit, whether you think you have time or not, when you make the time, whether that's getting up a half hour earlier, you will find that the outside world in those two jobs and taking care of your children will become much more easier for you, and not so time consuming as you are convinced right now, truly. And again, go within on that. But the more you put yourself in your spirit and connect to your spirit and allow your spirit to guide you, because if you don't connect to it and make that time, Jen, your spirit's not guiding you, your mind is. Susan Senior, why have I had a sore throat and nasal issues? It's been 7 days. Susan, honey, it's being upgraded. Your throat chakra is being upgraded. Your sinuses is being upgraded. Your crown chakras are being upgraded, and you guys are being harmonized and balanced within. That's what these solar eclipse energies are doing. And as you integrate it, you will find, I encourage you to drink some lemon water, sweethearts, or citrus water. You can use oranges, grapefruit, lime, it don't matter. And so, Susan, know that it's being upgraded is what's going on, sweet ones. Jack says, remember, you stay in peace. God doesn't need your help. That's right. Creator's got you. It's only when you don't allow yourself to have that discipline to to connect to the Creator and let the outside world dictate you, that you forget your connection to the Creator, and that you allow the AI programming you have been enslaved control your life, rather than surrendering to the Creator and letting the Creator guide your life. There is a difference between control and guide. I have had a reoccurring nasal drip and it's Marlene, like I just told Susan, it's upgrades, sweet ones. It's recalibration. Moonlight Love says, hi Jen, meditation doesn't have to be in lotus position. You can clear your mind anytime, any place. Pay attention to your breath and listen to your heart. That's right, Moonlight, that's right. Tony, I randomly have thoughts pop in my head, like today my spirit told me to take a drive. I did, and that's it, sweet ones. You know, when you allow yourselves to jump when spirit says jump, or, you know, like Tony said, spirit said take a drive, and I did. When you allow yourself to follow that guidance, you're going to find life is going to become a heck of a lot more easier. And Jen, you're going to find that too, beautiful. Even though you say you're too busy with 2 jobs and kids and whatnot, you're going to find when you make the time to connect to the Creator, you're going to find just how much smoother those jobs and with your kids and everything's going to be. Seriously, you're really going to, it's going to become not so chaotic with you, and your life is going to become much more peaceful, Jen. It really will. And much more magical, if you will. There you go. If you have time to go to the bathroom, you have time to meditate. That's right. Brenda, breathe in love and light and breathe out love and light to all. Best short meditation I know. Deep breathing. That's right. Beth, I pull light in my head from Creator. I pull light up. Yep. Light fills you up with spirit. Then you are able to help you and others. That's right. I love you guys. I love you too, Neva. And Brenda says, your life can be a living meditation. Everything you do, every action you take, every thought you have, every word you say is holy. Absolutely. And you have to come back into that knowing of it. That's just like me, sweet ones. I didn't start out being able to sit here and I can hear my spirit right now. I didn't start out that way. I don't have to go in meditation to connect to myself. I was not able to do that. First, I had to quiet my mind. I had to work myself up to that space, to where now, for me, everything is literally a walking, living meditation for me. I hear my spirit at every given time. I hear Archangel Michael at any given moment. I can connect to any aspect of myself at any given moment. I don't have to go into I just don't. Do I still meditate? Absolutely. Do I still deep breathe? Absolutely. I do. And Tammy says, Jen, you can take the time when you're in the shower, when you're getting ready for work, or when you're driving in your car. And you know, it's really helpful, sweet ones, if you take a shower. And Jen, this may help you. When you take a shower, you know, bless the water. You know, what I do, I use the Holy Divine Eternal Mother Truth Code 33106 and 33196. I bless the water. I ask the Creator to bless the water. And I ask to be showered in golden white light. And when I take a shower, I usually take salt baths. But I bless any water with the Holy Divine Eternal Mother's Truth Code number 33106 or 33196. Whether it's my dishwater, my bath water, whether it's going into the lake, the river, if it's just drinking a glass of water, I bless my food. I bless my food. I surround, and when I'm cooking, you know, I surround everything in light. I mean, you know, I sit there and bless my food, and I have a certain ritual that I do, whether it's drinking, whether it's eating. You know, I'll sit there every bite I take. Please provide abundance and prosperity for all life forms in Gaia, and you know, it's all about intentions. You know, every drink I take before I drink water, for example, I bless it with the Truth Code, and you know, I ask the Creator to bless it, and then I sit there and say, may every drink I take purify my mind, body, heart, soul, and spirit, and the mind, bodies, heart, souls, and spirits of all life forms in Gaia. May every drink I take purify the oceans, rivers, lakes, and seas. So, I mean, I have my own intentions that I do with every moment. And, you know, it may seem, sweet ones, it may seem like it takes too long to do that. It may seem like you don't have time to do that because it seems like a whole long, you know, speech, if you will. But you will find the more you allow and discipline yourself, it becomes second nature. And I would rather build those habits than some of the other habits that we have accustomed our human aspect to, if you will. Jen, I do. I reckon I just needed your words. Oh, sweetheart, we love you. We got you. We're here for you. And if you need our words, you just sit there and say, I need some words. You know, we got you, Jen. You're not alone. Sweethearts, we're here with you. In every given moment, we are here with you. We are right beside you, holding your hands. You don't have to see us physically to call upon us. But we are here with you in the physical, too. We have arrived. And we've never left you. But now we're in the physical with you. That's right, you can even do it when you're doing dishes. That's what Phoenix says, that's right. Sweethearts, you are so loved. If you truly, you know what, and do this. Jen, this will help you too. I encourage all of you to do this. Stare in a mirror. When washing your hands after you use the restroom. And ask yourself before you go to bed and when you get up in the morning, reveal myself to myself. You know, stare into your eyes. Remember who you are. Tell yourself that. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember. Because remember, this vessel is a spacesuit. And your spirit controls that spacesuit, commands that spacesuit. And when you can look into your eyes and say, I love you, you are beautiful, you are sexy, you are peace, you are calm, you are love, or Remember who you are. Reveal thyself to myself. You can talk, sweet ones. You know, rub your feet. Open up those feet chakras. You know, like me, I rub my belly. I love you. You know, I mean, pamper yourselves, sweet ones. Love your vessel as if it's your lover. And I'm not meaning that in a sexual way. I mean, literally. You want your lover to be affectionate with you. You want your lover to hug you. You want your lover to be that strength, to be that courage, to be that comfort. Be that to your vessel. And the more you pamper your vessel and the more you love your vessel, the more you love your skin, your hair, your wrinkles, your fat rolls, your varicose veins, whatever you dislike, if you will, or you're not comfortable with, until you can be fully comfortable in your nudity, in your true nature, to where you could literally, and I don't mean to do this literally, but I mean, so comfortable within your vessel that it wouldn't bother you if the President of the United States seen you naked. When you can become that comfortable in your skin, you set yourself free. Jen, I know that. You know I know that. I do know you know that, beautiful. You just wanted words, and I'm just trying to hug you through it, sweetheart. Jen, I do smoke. Don't judge yourself. Sweet ones, again, you know, why judge the vegans, the vegetarians, the meat eaters? It don't matter. When your vessel is ready, it will naturally take you away from dairy. It will naturally take you away from smoking. It will naturally take you away from eating meat when your vessel is ready. Don't force it. You know, you can ask your spirit, you know, Spirit, show me what I need to do, you know, whatever it may be. But don't judge it. You got a lot of vegans out there that sit there and they'll judge it. You know, sit there and say that meat eating's bad for you, yada, yada, it lowers your frequency. Again, bless it, surround it in light, sweet ones, and you're golden. You know, put your intentions of love and light into everything you do. Ask your vessel, if I need to release this, show me. And if it needs you to release eating meat, every time you eat meat, you're going to get sick to your stomach, or you're going to get diarrhea, or this or that. You know, your vessel, when it is ready to release those things, will show you if you observe. Pay attention. And that's all it is. It's a matter of learning to observe the subtleties and connecting the dots. You know, if you eat something and you get an upset tummy or diarrhea an hour or so later, you know, a lot of times you don't correlate it to what you eat or what you drink or whatever it may be. And, you know, if you allow yourself to observe, and then the next time you eat that beef and your tummy gets upset again, well, there you go. Now you know what's being revealed. Or if you eat gluten or you know, or dairy, I mean, when you observe yourself, it will reveal. The truth will always reveal itself. In every given moment, it will reveal itself. We love you, Jen. You're not alone. None of you guys are alone. Julie says, awesome. Thank you for answering. You're most welcome, sweet ones. It's a great honor and pleasure. It is a humbling honor for me to be here in service. It's my purpose. It's why I walked into this vessel, is to be here for each of you. Maggie, Linda, you have a lot of strength. You say that you are a hologram. I think a human can take all this. A human couldn't. I'm just your heart, Makey. You guys just contracted with my spirit to be here in this given moment in time, to hug you, to love you through, to pat you on the back, and to show you yourself through love. My greatest aspiration in this moment, in this mission, is for each of you to become a reflection of my love. Jack says, when you stay connected to Spirit all the time, then you have truly come into your mastery. That's right. Be true to yourself, and every time. Jen says, every time this happens and you answer me, I cry, and it's such a blessing. Thank you so much. Yes, adulting is hard in 3D. You're never alone, Jane. We got you, and thank you for humbling me, all of you. truly. I'm grateful for and appreciate each and every one of you. There is no greater moment for me, truly, than to sit there and to have someone sit there and say, you have no idea how much you have helped me, thank you. Because I didn't have that in the beginning of my journey, sweet ones. And it humbles me because I know what I am in great awareness to those that play roles of the dark for us and how we are manipulated, and it's just humbling for me. Thank you. I love you, sweet ones. I appreciate you. I truly do. If you could really see how beautiful and your magnificence and your purity and the innocence of all that you are, you would look at yourself dumbfounded and say, wow, you're truly magnificent. Look in the mirror and look into your eyes and say, remember who you are. Remember who you are. And you will find you will remember all that you are. What are you saying? You know how you feel. Don't deny your feelings. You have nothing to be sorry about, Joanna. You're beautiful. I've been teaching my 4-year-old to meditate, and we do meditations before bed since she was 3. Phoenix, that's beautiful. You know, that's one of the greatest things we can give our young children right now, is to teach them how to pranic breathe and to teach them meditation. And the younger you can start them, the better off they will be. And by starting them out young, you are teaching them a discipline that is going to assist them in every given breath, in every given moment of their life. Because they will be connected to spirit, and they do not have to go through life until they're a teenager or a young adult and learn how to meditate then. They will already, by the time when life begins in those teenage moments, they're going to be able to discern. They are going to be acting already from their spirit, and it's going to save them from a whole lot of unneeded lessons, if you will. Jack says, when you decide to make the time, you will tell your external circumstances to take a number and get in line. I love how you say that, Jack. Take a number. How you doing, Sharon? Big hugs and blessings, sweetheart. Making a little space altar in your home that reminds us to connect until meditation becomes instinctive. Jen, you know, and crystals are very beneficial for that. Jen, get a rhodonite crystal. That's really going to help you. If Crystal Hicks is watching this crystal, get a rhodonite crystal, and if you guys don't have one, send me your address and I will send you one. I got quite a few of them. A rhodonite crystal is really good for emotional healing, emotional self-love, unconditional love. Get your guys some rose quartz, you know, and some citrus, you know. And if you can, if in this space and time you don't have the financial abundance, if you will, to buy crystals, sweet ones, I'm going to give you a trick here. I encourage you, and I don't care where you go out, go for a walk, whether by the river, whether it's in your driveway, whatever it may be. And you just look, and you observe, and you just look. And when a rock, just a normal rock, catches your eye, maybe it sparkles or whatever it may be, you pick up that rock, you hold it next to your heart. You call upon Gaia, you call upon the Creator, and you ask it to surround it in light and to activate it with whatever intention you need it for. If you need it to help stabilize your emotions, if you want it for emotional healing, if you want it to speak your truth, whatever it may be, you put your intentions in there. And you surround it with light, and you keep visualizing it in light until your spirit guides you that you are done bathing it in light. And you have now just anchored into that ordinary rock. You have just activated it and anchored in your intention and the love of the Creator and Gaia. And you now have just created a crystal for yourself. So for those who don't have financial abundance, there you go. Mama just gave you a hint on how to make your own crystals. Sharon says, I teach meditation to little ones at a local soup kitchen. They teach me so much. That's beautiful, Sharon. Lorraine, I listened today. Lyndon volunteered in a cafe voluntary run. Yay, that's awesome. Johanna, can you guys see me? I can see you, Johanna. Cindy, been napping a lot today. Oh boy, those negative memories pop up. Just cleanse and release into the violet flames. Gratitude for the lessons. Absolutely. Brian, I'm not sure what you're saying, sweetheart, but big hugs and blessings. I can't read that language, and I don't have a translator on my phone. So if somebody has a translator, if you can tell me what Brian Sorensen is saying, I'd be most grateful. Let's see here. I only have a shower. I will. Can you repeat numbers? And I'll post the numbers on my wall. 33106 and 33196. And again, I sit there and I say the whole line with it. The Holy Eternal Divine Mother's truth code number when I use those. Denise, I'm not quite sure what you're saying either. Brenda, I'd rather have my mind full of these blessings than the crap I used to have in there. Amen. Amen, amen, amen. And it's all about intentions, a key for me. It is. And I have much gratitude for you guys, sweet ones. Emmy, that's exactly what it is. Thank you for posting that. So I love you, sweet ones. Monique, how do you heal a broken heart? How do you let go and move on? Can you see my future? Tell Archangel Michael I need his help. Monique, tell Archangel Michael yourself. Call upon him, beautiful. Ask him to surround you in his blue-white light. Ask him to surround you with his shield of truth. You don't need me to call upon Michael for you. You call upon Michael, sweetheart. How do you heal a broken heart? You come into the knowing that your heart can't get broken. Your heart can't get broken. It's your AI programming that has convinced you your heart is broken. And how you heal it, Monique? Do you let it go and move on? Not until you heal the wounds of it. That's the darkness you hold within. Those are the walls you have around your heart. Satan and demons aren't outside of you. It's that darkness within your heart that weighs you down. God dwells within you as you, just like Satan dwells within you as you. Satan's your AI programming, God's your heart, simple as that. And that darkness and those walls that hold your heart down, that's what you have to let go. It's really helpful to understand, sweet ones. There is no sin. All sin is spirit intercepted by noise, the noise of the AI. What is God? Generator, operator, destroyer. God dwells within you as you. You are the generator. You generate, you operate, you destroy it all within here. And what do I mean by that? You generate by your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and your reactions. You operated it right here in this moment right now. And how do you destroy it? Again, right here, right now. Generator, operator, destroyer, right here in this moment now. Because the past is what is presenting itself right now in your experiences in this physical world. You generate it by your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and your reactions that you attach to what is being presented right here, right now in this moment. You generate it, and then you operate it. You operate it through how you deal with it. And you destroy it by observing and not reacting to what is triggered, what is projected, what it is showing you. And you go within, and you breathe, and you destroy it by changing the energetic behavior pattern behind that wound or that which is being triggered, and you generate a new template. So you allow yourself to release the wounds, and that's how you change your future. That is how you change the past from being repeated in the future, is by changing the energetic behavior program pattern that is being presented in this moment right now that you are experiencing right now here today. That's generator, operator, destroyer. For every death, there is a birth. For every ending, there is a beginning. And that's it. So the Creator's got you in every given moment, in every given breath. If you allow the Creator to work through you, as you, rather than outside of you, if you will. Cindy, sure, ever seen that Bible verse, pray without ceasing? Yeah, that's one verse I don't recall. Alright, what did I miss here? Rose, you help things flow with grace and ease. I love you, sweet ones. If I ever have a glass of wine, which is rare, my body vibrates very fast, almost like my molecule will come apart. Not nice feeling. That's because the higher in frequency you rise to, alcohol is it's called spirits for a reason, sweet ones. It brings more of the lower vibrational spirits into your presence, and that's why I say, with this total reset, with this total reboot, many of you are going to find when you consume alcohol, you're going to start short-circuiting. Again, listen, your body's gonna tell you, Monique, you are beautifully emotionally helping me at this time. I love you, beautiful. That's what I'm here for. I walked into this vessel just for this. I love you all. I love you all. Alright, my phone's about going dead, sweet ones. Rhodonite crystal, I need one. Jen, send me your address and I'll send you one. And I will actually activate it for you. I got about 5 of them I can send out. So, if you guys, and again, the rhodonite is for it's emotional healing. Very good for autistic children. Very good for younger children that are through a lot of emotional trauma, that have been abused or whatever. Rhodonite is a very healing crystal, emotionally healing crystal. So, and the next one next to that is a rose quartz. But I have like 5 of them I can send out, sweet ones. For those that really are in a space of needing some emotional self-love, I'll send them out. I'll send them out probably the beginning of the month when so send me, message me your addresses. And keep it, it's going to have to be for those in the United States, sweet ones. I'm not going to be able to send it overseas. Let me see here. Yin and yang, light and dark, all abundant. That's right, it is. Tammy Perrin, you just messaged me. I'm waving back to you, but I can't message you to do that. Jack's prayer without ceasing is when you walk in the presence of Spirit all the time and allow Spirit to be your guide all the time. Hallelujah for that. Send me your address, Tammy. Oh no, battery warning. Love you. I love you too. It's time for me to go to you guys. My battery's going. Lorraine, send me your address. I know you're in Scotland, Lorraine. I'll get it out to you, Lorraine. Just send me your guys' address, and for those that are overseas, it's going to take a little bit longer to get to you, but I will activate them, and I will get them out to you. I will get them out to you. Brenda, send me your address. Sharon, you make wooden spoons? How cool is that? So I love you, sweet ones. I have some rose quartz too. I probably got 100 different kinds of crystals. I got a whole lot of them. They're all beautiful. They're all activated. So sweet ones, send me your address. Message me your addresses or whatever. Send it to my messenger, and just know that I will get them out to you. It's just going to be a couple weeks before I do. I love you. I'm holding you in eternal peace, grace, love, abundance, blessings, harmony, joy. You got these, sweet ones. We're hand in hand with you, and we're here with you. Stay in your peaceful hearts with what's going to be coming up, being presented to you. Allow yourselves to be that pillar of light, to be that pillar of peace, and really stay right here, sweet ones, regardless of what presents itself. Love each other through it, and love yourself through it. I love you. Have a great day. Big, big, big hugs and blessings. Big, big hugs, guys. Bye-bye now.